Okay, so, hey everyone! I recently uploaded a Nod Krai cast reveal react, and I mentioned excitement for it, as well as the fact that I was going to be coming back to Genshin again. This, understandably so, confused the hell out of people, because last time some people heard, I said I wasn't playing Genshin anymore. And I actually wanted to make this video addressing the entire thing before even uploading the Nod Krai react, but I've been spending so much time planning for my upcoming subathon that not everything goes according to plan, I guess. As you may or may not know, I mentioned last year, right before the start of Natlan, that I was quitting Genshin. I talked about how fed up I was with the decisions Hoya was making, and I even made a whole stream out of the situation too, popping balloons as I uninstalled each game. I made it into a pop the balloon thing. I'm not gonna lie, that was still funny. I said to everyone that I was good on the desire to play again, and that I was probably leaving permanently. And for me, the decision was final. At least until a year later when things changed to now, and I recently expressed publicly that I do want to come back soon. Change of decisions, I know. I was strong in my decision to leave at the time because I hated what I felt was a lack of representation in Natlan. I got sick of feeling like I, as well as other people, were just not being listened to, because I wasn't the only one who expressed this. Not at all. In fact, if you remember, there was a huge backlash at the time, which also factored into my decision. And also just the fact that I was no longer having fun with the game that I once genuinely loved. I really didn't feel the same way that I used to. So, I left. I took that year to touch some grass, deal with my 9-to-5, and just general real life, and explore other games. During that year, I explored other games like Wuthering Waves on and off, Infinity Nikki, Tekken 8, and Marvel Rivals, as well as other great games. My only regret there is not playing more RPGs and story games. I was kind of stuck on gacha, and I wish that I wasn't. But I can't be too hard on myself. I also was juggling my real-life responsibilities and streaming to the community that I worked really hard to cultivate. But now that we're seeing another era, and I saw enough good and bad of this past one, I saw that I actually do miss the game after all. I had fun playing it with friends, and I actually met some great people through this game. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I didn't like some of Hoyo's decisions, but I never had anything against those who still enjoyed playing any of the games, especially not the other creators. I'm still friends with all of them. Matter of fact, if you remember, nobody was 100% happy with Natlan. Really, so many people weren't at all. But a year has passed and things have cooled down. So this time I decided I'm coming back, but it'll be different this time. How, you ask? The key word that comes to mind is time. Well, time and commitment. Back then, I had an unhealthy amount of playtime with Hoyo games. I was spending so much time grinding the games and making content out of them for years that, yeah, it absolutely paid off and helped me get the audience that I have today. But there was a price that came with it. And for me, the price was I didn't give myself time to relax and enjoy other things, including other games that I had looked forward to forever. There's a lot through the years that I feel like I missed out on. I had an attachment to Hoyo games that I know a lot of the fandom can relate to, which is why most people never stopped playing at all. But I'm not here to judge your decisions. After all, who am I to do that? The problem was I spent so much time on these games and therefore had so much copium for Natlan that of course I was as angry as I was when I saw, well, what I saw. People might think I'm fake for coming back now, but hey, I did my time. The last thing I wanted to do was voice all this concern before the region came out, just to come back a couple weeks later reacting to a trailer like, oh my god, this character's so cool, I can't wait for them to come out now, it's gonna be crazy. I'm sorry, but that feels fake. I can't do it. I can't do you guys like that. I can't do myself like that. You guys already saw how I looked in the Natlan thumbnail. I really felt like I had Stockholm Syndrome. I did not want to spend an entire year doing that. Now, while I'll be playing the games again, it won't be the only thing I do this time. It'll just be one of the things on my roster now. That way, there's no unhealthy attachment, and therefore not as many cares to give. If there's something I don't like, I'll just play something else until I see something I like here again to come back to. For example, I know the games have always had incredible stories, incredible music that I always love to sing to. Don't worry, you'll see covers coming soon. But anyway, also just a fun, casual play style that I always like. This time, we're just gonna explore it in a healthier manner. We're also gonna make times for other things that we enjoy, just saying. So, I hope this clears up things for everyone who was confused. I do want to say for anyone who has genuinely supported me but is disappointed, I'm sorry I gave you that experience. I am grateful for your support and I still am. However, real life can and has been so crazy that at this point, I understand when people just want to play a game and enjoy it, even if they don't like every single thing about the game. Not that I was ever mad at the people. My anger was just towards the company. The key is, What makes you happy? Staying and enjoying something through, or leaving as soon as you don't like it? There's not a wrong answer here as long as you're looking out for yourself and for your well-being. And you can change your mind at any time. It's okay to do that, regardless of what anybody says. I do want to mention there also is a certain percentage of people who comment on anybody's videos having any critique for Hoyo. It's not just a me thing. I've been seeing it for other content creators too. And they'll respond with the most extensive, unhinged paragraphs that I honestly don't bother to read through in the first place. To those people, I just want to say Saibao. Or don't. You can keep boosting me to the algorithm. But back to what I wanted to say to everybody else. The normal people. The people that I actually care about. The ones I take seriously. Because I actually do care about you guys. People lately have been calling me a hypocrite. And honestly, yeah. What, you thought I was gonna deny it? The thing is, we're all hypocrites. I think we're all hypocrites. Let me stop. No, I'm playing. Don't include that part. But I think we're all hypocrites at some point in our life. And I know when I said that, something popped up into your head. Don't deny it. But anyway. Things change, people change. The question is, though, would you rather be unhappy than a little hypocritical? As long as you're not harming anybody or being an ass, of course. But seriously, I genuinely haven't seen many people who actually stood off the games. Respectfully, I'm kind of surprised there was actually disappointment at all. I don't necessarily understand anger towards me coming back if you have also been playing. I mean, I can count on one hand the number of people I know who actually stopped playing the games forever. Whether you're a part of the fandom that has your issues with Hoyo's choices but still plays the games closely, or you're part of the crowd that thought this stuff was a good thing, never an issue at all, but you would have an aneurysm whenever you would see a lead in a video game that is female or a person of color. Screaming DEI, DEI, DEI! Yeah, I'm sorry, but the hypocrite argument just doesn't hold much merit for me. As well as the argument that I was fake. Because while I was gone, I saw the entire space had a lot of controversy, including the SAG-AFTRA strike that happened. Trust me, I could do other, more peaceful things than come back to this war zone. But I genuinely liked Genshin HSR's stories, so I'm trying this again regardless. I'm not here to talk about or make bank off of the drama. I really do want to see this stuff through. I've always loved the music, and the story was great too. I mean, those were the things that I thought, yeah, this stuff doesn't miss. And I still think that those aspects of the game did not miss. But a final thing. I imagine some people wonder, hey, Nada, do you regret doing what you did? Going off the deep end and saying it's over, especially so publicly? And the answer is, I used to. I used to get mad at myself thinking, was it ever that serious? Was it worth it? But now I realize nothing's ever really serious here. Honestly, if I didn't leave that year and focus on other things, I would have never branched out to variety streaming. I never would have met some of the creators from other spaces that I still rock with today. And who knows, I might have never gotten invited to Streamer University and meet Kai Cenat himself, or get invited to streamer prom right after. And those two experiences were the craziest ones of my entire life. I'm so glad I got to do those things. Speaking of which, I will be making a video talking about my experience in Streamer University and advice to anybody that is trying to apply next year, but that's off topic. That's for my next video. Let's focus on this. As somebody who has been here since 1.3, but then left before Natlin launched and is now coming back, if I had never left the Hoyo space, I probably would have just kept missing opportunities under the guise of having to grind it out and make this video and do this thing and do this stream. I feel like I actually got to breathe. And because I got to breathe, I can approach this in a more refreshed manner. For everyone who has followed me during this past year, I promise you have nothing to worry about. Just because I'm coming back to Genshin and Star Rail does not mean I'm leaving Variety. Not at all. I have a genuine love for it, and I'm really excited to keep on delving into other games. After all, I did mention that I regret not playing more story games, so we still have to explore that. Variety has honestly helped me keep my sanity, and I still have a lot of games to play. It's gonna be really fun. I'm excited to see those things through. But yeah, back on Genshin and Star Rail. I really do miss both of their stories, and I'll be making content for them, especially considering the timing with English voices coming back patch by patch into the game. I also have other content that I'm pretty excited to come out with, but I can't talk about everything at once, all right? All I'm saying is this time I am coming back refreshed. Taking a break is a good thing, and I recommend you all do it. I really do. That way you don't get burnt out, you don't get angry, you don't get resentful, you just get healthy. But now that we're back, I am gonna be hosting a subathon this weekend as I go through the story in Genshin and Star Rail, catching up with everything that I missed through this past year. I'm also gonna be having other content creators there to help keep me up and to really have fun with. It's gonna be awesome. So, in general, if you want to be there for the ride, then let's do it. And if not, that's okay too. If you made it to the end, thank you for watching this video, and I wish you well, regardless of what you think of me, because I don't treat fire with fire anymore. Bye!